Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus. It has been far too long since I last made a video for the Butcher's Circus, and of course I am playing Hellion for my grand return because, well, as I come back to the masochist ways of the Butcher's Circus, you know, I just had to play Hellion, right? I just had to give that a try. Now, today I'm playing against Karollo with what I'm calling, or what has been called, the Hellion WD. So the World Domination team usually has these three characters and a Bounty Hunter, but this one, is running it a tiny touch different. Instead of, okay, that's a good start, but instead of having a Bounty Hunter, I'm gonna have a Hellion, and instead of having the Bounty Hunter in position 3, I'm gonna have a Hellion in position 1, just pray that it works. So there was kind of a few things I was going for when I was building this. There was a lot of different ideas I could have done, and this team ended up being less of a world domination team, which is more about, you know, stunning and marking characters and killing them quickly, into becoming more of something that's called the Sergi squad. So you basically have a stress team with Crusader, Abomination, and Arbalest, and then you have a Flagellant in position 1. So I basically have a Sergi squad, but worse, because I have a Hellion and not a, what do you call it, not a Flagellant, right? So Flagellant can fit just about anywhere, Hellion can also fit just about anywhere, except she's gonna do horribly, but maybe I can make her work. Kind of the idea behind this team is that I'm gonna have a decent amount of damage output between the Bile, the Sniper Shot, the Zealous with the 2 damage trinkets on the Crusader, as well as the Bleed Out and all that, and just hopefully use the Hellion as a finisher character with the Bleed Out minus death blow resistance, plus the Wicked Hack death blow chance, plus the finisher. She's gonna have the exact same that the Bounty Hunter would have, which is a guaranteed chance of getting the death blow with the Wicked Hack. Though of course against Repast and with my base accuracy of 80 on this ability, as well as my lackluster base damage and the dodge and, you know, Hellion dazing herself after using the bleed out, all these wonderful things, it's going to be easier said than done to actually bring these characters down to 0, but I'm going to try. So 10 accuracy with my epic buff, it's totally going to help, right? This means that spending an entire round to buff myself, I'm going to get an extra 10 accuracy. I mean, I guess it lasts for 3 rounds, but I'm still at 100 accuracy, which is less than what the Arbalest has by default, so yeah, such is the way of the Butcher's Circus, I guess. Here's the thing, if I go for a shot here, okay, I do 20 damage, which is a pretty good damage roll. The kind of the problem I was going into is that if I dealt like something like an 11, if I even dealt damage, the Arbalest can just heal, and then things won't be too good for me. She does 11 damage though, even against my 35 prot. My Crusader is already feeling the pain. He got pierced, duels advanced, and panic nurse. Even through the 35 prot, he's already eaten so much freaking damage that, yeah, he's not gonna last too long, but I'm gonna try regardless. I think I'm gonna go for the bleed out now. 13 to 27 damage, that's not too bad. Do I get the bleed out? Yes, I do. 13 to 27 damage, that's really not too bad. It just sucks that she dazes herself after, also applies a damage debuff, you know, on herself too. It would be fine with just a damage debuff and no daze. I feel like that would be okay, because damage debuff is still making her life worse. She's still just as acceptable as like the Hellion to getting disrupted, because Breakthrough is a garbage ability, so yeah, I guess you just have to deal with it. I also have to deal with this Shield Breaker. I think this is a rough spot for me to be in, but I'm just... yeah, okay, such is the way of the Butcher's Circus, I guess. I tried to go for a Manacles there on the Grave Robber, kind of just to remove her action. I know my Crusader is gonna have to heal anyway, the Arbalest is gonna have to heal anyway. She can't really go for a Flare to try and counter me if she has to heal the Highman, so I just have that at the moment. It's a little bit of an advantage for me. Also, just remember that the background is absolutely horrid. I will change it before the second match actually comes through. This is absolutely detestable. Horrendous little cat. She's actually gonna go for the puncture, even though I have the exotic snuff. Thankfully, it doesn't work, going for that greedy 20%. It means that I don't have to click the Crusader immediately, but it's... well, they're going to heal. I'm going to heal as well, but I'm probably not going to heal for enough, question mark. I'm gonna try. I heal for 8. That means I'm gonna have 5 HP, so yeah, it's not gonna be enough, but I will be able to go first next round, and I'm just gonna drop a Zealous on these two characters, pray that one of them hits, right? I do have 2 accuracy trinkets on my Crusaders, so I have a very decent shot at landing these Zealous accusations, but goddamn, things are not working out for me. Even though I brought the accuracy trinkets on my WD characters, I brought Rich's Cloak on my A-Bomb, so his Manacles has good accuracy. I brought Eagle Eye Talisman and Rite of Execution on my Crusader, so he also has good accuracy. But what is my reward for it? Well, I fail the stuns, I get hit with crits, and my life is just overall horrid. But, you know, we keep on gaming, right? I'm gonna drop the heal here, maybe heal my Arbalest up a bit, give her a little bit of a chunkiness back. Thankfully, it's not the Crusader that stays, so the Hellion dazing herself in this at this time doesn't really matter too much. I'm praying that my opponent not having a good death blow chance ability or trinket also doesn't really manage to punish me that bad for me being at this store here. If I go for the heal, I might get a crit, so I'm gonna go for it regardless. I roll for 9. You never know, the Grave Robber does 8 to 13 damage on her pick to the face, so I'm praying that it doesn't do enough here. It could do 8. It could do 8. And it does! It does do 8, you know, this is why you need to learn the Butcher's Circus, so you can look at these tiny, insignificant little things and then give yourself an advantage that should win you the match, right? Except I'm playing goddamn Hellion WD, so yeah, what can you do about it? I can go for another stun, but is that really the move, is my question. I guess I could Vile again. Everything sucks. Every choice I have kinda sucks. I guess I could slam the Grave Robber and give her lunge. Okay, sure, I'm transforming for the horror. Maybe it's gonna work out after a few rounds. You know, that's a hell of a lot of horror, giving myself a damage buff, putting myself in a position where I can actually use Rage to do some damage here to the High Man. That's what I'm trying to do, but it's not working out too well for me. One thing my opponent can do here is just shoot the Crusader and then go for the death blow with the Vendetta or something, but no, they go for the Vendetta to do the damage. And now they bring me down to 0. Sadly, the Hellion can't heal other characters, like with a Redeem or something. Can you imagine a Redeem right now? It would be GG. But yeah, I'm not playing that kind of character. I have a Hellion. I could. Here's the thing: you can't even wait out the damage debuffs. Adrenaline Rush doesn't remove the debuffs, even though that should be the clutch, because it clears debuffs, but it doesn't because these are permanent debuffs. You have to wait. My hit chances suck, so what I have to do here is just heal myself again, waste 1 turn of my buffs just to try and get rid of this massive debuff, but it didn't even work. It's still there, and it's still gonna be there for another round. Thankfully, my opponent doesn't get the death blow on me, at least not immediately, so I'm just going to click here and go for the heal. That's a very nice crit for... Whoa! Crit for 12 and crit for 8. Will that make a difference? It sort of does, because now if you want a guaranteed chance of doing damage to my Crusader, doing 8 damage, you need to use Pierce. But if you use Pierce, you're not using Puncture, and not using Puncture means that my Hellion stays in position 1, my A-Bomb stays in position 2, pretty much everything is perfectly fine for me. Internet, do not fail me now. This is the first Butcher's Circus video I'm doing this week. Do not fail me 8 minutes into the video, please. I am begging you. The Butcher's Circus was down earlier today, by the way. I don't know what happened. The servers just weren't working. I don't know if this is my internet or if this is Red Hook's fault, but let's just skip along. Alright, and that was indeed a crash, you know, it's just a funny Butcher's Circus thing where the torch is just stuck, because, you know, that's something that we still have to deal with 3 years into this game. You know, my motivation might have been down to play Butcher's Circus, but Red Hook definitely isn't helping bring me back, but, well, you know, Ring Mommy does want to help me a little bit. I get both the hits with my Spike Chain. I get a crit and I don't get a single blight. Okay, I see how it is. At least now they can't hit my Abomination because their boss is just going to hurt, but doing that Bile or not doing it has pretty much done nothing, because I did like, what, 5 damage total and a bit of stress, which likely won't make a difference. But, you know, what can you do about it, I guess. I can Bulwark of Light again to try and save myself. I guess we're just gonna repeat the previous match, but maybe now I get a Hellion crit with my breakthrough or with my bleed out. That is something that she does have, which is pretty cool. Is that the bleed out? Oh, that's a crit. I mean, that's not a crit. That's a max roll. The bleed out does actually hurt pretty bad. If you do get a crit on it, it's gonna. If you use Adrenaline Rush as well, it's gonna crit for an entire health bar if it's a squishy-ish character. But yeah, I think I have to do it again. I mean, just look at my hit chances. They're so bad, even though I bring her accuracy trinket. There's extra 15 dodge on my opponent's side. There's also sturdy buckle, nice dodge bases, so I can't really complain here, but you know, such is the way of the Butcher Circus. I wonder if the Grave Robber actually goes pick to the face this time around, rather than the Panic Darts, because it will bring me down a bit faster. Maybe with the Sniper Shot you will bring me down to 0 here, but in that case I'm just going to heal. Sadly, I healed for 7. Maybe I should have a Support Arbalist and not a Piercing Quarrel Arbalist, you know? Yeah, what can I do? It damages me for 8. Yeah, that's the problem with not having a Piercing Quarrel Arbalist. If you go against any sort of protection, she just sucks. So, you know, there's that. 81. Yeah, this is a 19 dodge character after I accuracy buff myself with a razor pin. So this is a genuinely decent amount of accuracy. I'm giving myself plus 20 accuracy buffs and I'm still whiffing a character whose dodge trinket literally is 4. This should not be happening. This ability should have decent accuracy bases. She's not a leper. She's not a leper. She doesn't hurt as reliably as the leper. After you bleed out, you get damage debuffed. You get dazed. It's just horrid. After you use a chop on the leper, you're just gaming and you just do it again next round. Like, no problemo. But yeah, I guess let's heal here. Why did I heal the A-bomb? To get rid of that 2 stress. You're gonna see it's gonna make a difference in like 7 rounds. He's gonna be at 98 stress rather than 100. And if I went to 100 stress, I would have act out pass. But now I'm not gonna act out pass. I'm instead gonna win the match based off of that crit rally to the flame. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to stay alive with my Crusader here. But even though the odds were on my side to make this match go better than the previous one, it's somehow going even worse. Maybe my opponent has a more defined winning strategy now of just killing my Crusader with the main damage moves, just dogpiling on him. It seems to be working quite well. I am praying for a crit heal. I heal for 9. Can we get another 8 pick to the face from the Grave Robber? I would very much appreciate it. Probably not gonna happen, but I would very much appreciate it. I don't know if Wicked Slice does 9 damage here, because I do have 35 prots, and he doesn't have the Vendetta buff. It does have Grim Bandana though. How much damage base does he have? Like 7 to 13 on the higher man? Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know the damage bases for all the characters. I just know them for like the most important ones. No, the ones that it actually matters more in. So they do enough damage there. Their lunge will kill me, so I have to go for manacles here. Hey, it does work this time around, so no more Grave Robber turn. I guess this kind of counts as a heal to the Crusader, and now I get to just heal myself with him, of course. So I'm going to heal the... Hey, I'm going to cure the debuff. Surely, I'm going to cure the debuff on the Hellion. Why does she damage debuff herself? Even the Flagellant's debuffs are less punishing than the Hellion's, because her whole thing is that she tries to do damage, right? I mean, she fails horribly at it, but her abilities let her down even harder. The Flagellant still heals a lot, even after having the minus healing debuff. He's still gonna heal for a lot. The Hellion isn't. She's not gonna do a lot of damage with these damage debuffs on her. You know, what can I do about it? I guess I can complain and just go for the double stun or something. No, I'm not gonna go for the double stun. I'm gonna go for the slam. I'm probably still going to die here because the slam is going to whiff this time around like it did last time, but no, it doesn't. Wow, that is awesome. The fact that not only do I hit, but I also get to push even though I don't have the net, honestly, looks like there's a little bit of justice on my side. It looks like there is a tiny touch of justice. for me, and maybe I might just be able to survive here. There's still Vendetta Panic Darts, but Vendetta Panic Darts is a lot worse than, I mean, it's a lot better for me than just Wicked Slice Lunge. The chances I survive are way better. So now I do 11 to 23 damage with a 61 hit chance. Here I do 11 to 23 damage, 61. You wanna hear something funny? Yeah, this is something that's quite funny. The Flagellant's Punish, his Punish has 80 accuracy. 80 accuracy, I mean, no, it has 100 accuracy, which is 20 more than this ability. 20 more. It only has 1% less crit rate. It does less base damage, but that's a Flagellant thing. It does more bleed than the Hellion's, like, ultimate ability. It does 1 point more bleed per round. It doesn't apply the debuff, but I mean, it's 100% base. Chances are it's not going to apply anyway. And it doesn't daze you or do anything like that. It's just perfectly fine. You get to spam it. But his Hexagonite does almost twice the amount of bleed, has 5 more accuracy, has, I think, minus 1% crit chance compared to this. Will also heal himself for pretty much his entire health bar if you have the correct trinkets, instead of, like, you know, giving you crippling debuffs and all that. You know, it does also give you quite bad debuffs, you know, the self-daze, but that makes sense on an ability that's actually good. You know, not on this one. I didn't mean to click the A-bomb. Oh, I didn't click him actually. I saved myself. Crit heal. 9. Okay, I'll take a 9. Maybe I survived the sniper shot here. You never know. There is a small chance that I survive there. It's funny because every time I play Hellion, I just go off on her, and there's a good reason for it. She's garbage. She's hot garbage. She is so terrible. There is no team where having a Hellion is better than not having a Hellion. Like, there is no team where replacing the Hellion with something else isn't going to be a good choice. Because replacing the Crusader here, you can replace Crusader with other stuff, but it's arguably going to be worse. In literally every single team, you can replace the Hellion and it's always going to be better, regardless of what kind of team it is. Of course, my opponent got a crit on their Panic Darts, so now I have to deal with an extra little bit of dodge, so I can't hit the Grave Robber, so the Grave Robber is going to go lunge, I'm going to lose my Crusader, and my Hellion is going to miss for the 3rd ability in a row. Now I'm doing 9 to 19 damage. Hey, she did 11 damage. Wow. Wow, that's so good. Good job, Hellion. Round 4, you finally hit the broadside of a barn. From inside the barn. But, I mean, just compare this to having, like, a leper. I know having a leper in this team would suck because of the disruption. It would absolutely suck, but having a Hellion is also going to suck. Let's keep that in mind. Her self-dazing is atrocious. Her breakthrough does, like, 3 damage to characters that have even, like, 15 prot. Especially if she's already damage debuffed, so her getting just moved around would be terrible. But just imagine I had something like a leper here. He would revenge round 1, give himself 15 accuracy, which is a touch more, and after doing that, he would actually hurt these characters. These are squishy characters. 42 HP, that's not so squishy, but he doesn't have any prot. I could crit chop him down to 0 immediately. I could one-shot the Grave Robber, no problem, do it again and again, and pretty much just win. But unfortunately for me, I am playing Hellion WD. I go for the 61, thankfully it works. I take a chip out of the bag and I eat it. But she has minus deathful resistance. Watch me take advantage of it. Oh, she goes Shadow Fade. Okay, you know what? I could have Iron Swan Eerie Eye here. Imagine if I had Iron Swan and the Eerie Eye for this specific situation. You know, the problem is that while her abilities are terrible, you kind of need 1 or 2 of them. You need the Adrenaline Rush just because it's a heal, right? You kind of need them if you want to be efficient with your Hellion. If you actually want to try and be efficient with your Hellion, I could have ran Eerie Eye and Iron Swan though. The problem is that Iron Swan is just such a garbage ability because there's practically no teams that are going to be focusing position 4 by just hitting it, not just pulling it or something. If you have a damage team, you're gonna pull position 4 and then you're gonna hit it. You're not just gonna go like sniper shot, Holy Lance, Iron Swan, Pierce. You're not gonna do that. The reason you're not gonna do that is because, well, the character is safe in position 4. There's no abilities that try to deathblow it. I guess there's the Hellion's Iron Swan, but you have to be in position 1 to do it. You have to be in the position 1. You have nothing that bypasses guard. You have nothing that bypasses stealth naturally. So there's really not too much I can do. I guess I can just do this. If Adrenaline Rush gave you ignore stealth for like a few rounds. Not ignore stealth, I don't think that exists anymore. No, ignore stealth, yeah, that does exist. If it gave you ignore stealth for a few rounds, would that be a good buff to the Hellion? It would be a buff, definitely. Would it be a good buff? No, definitely not, because Eerie Eye is already not a terrible choice on her. Eerie Eye is that funny eye trinket. I don't think anyone here is using it, but it's the funny eye trinket that gives you 12 accuracy, 20% debuff chance, and ignore stealth. So it's gonna help you with your debuff chances on like the Yelp and the bleed out. You shouldn't be using Yelp and bleed out. That's counterintuitive. But yeah, my Hellion is just gonna get abused here. But I am praying that now I can. Oh, that's such a terrible chance. I have to go for it. That's the final straw. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose here, but what I was going to go for there is I rage the shield breaker, I survive the lunge death blow, and then I can wicked hack either character to get the death blow. But since I didn't even get the shield breaker down to 0, then, you know, there's just going to be heal into a lunge, and there's really nothing I can do. So let's go for a match number 2, and I'm going to try to make this team a touch better. But here's the better team. So what did I do to my Hellion WD team? I removed the Hellion, so now it's just WD again, right? So that's how that works, right? I actually saw this funny clip, or this funny like short, where they were asking the waitress, imagine you have breadsticks. If you take the bread out of the breadsticks, what do you have? And she's like, sticks. But you can't have... if you don't have breadsticks, you don't have anything, right? Like, what's an eggless omelette? It's just nothing. It's just nothing. I know that doesn't make any sense. I have no idea why I said it. But now I am playing a Hellion WD without the Hellion, which is just the Sergi squad, basically. Just to show you, this is really just to show you how much better this team is compared to using a Hellion. There is no advantage to using a Hellion at any point in the Butcher Circus. You're just making your life worse. I guess I come back to the circus after a week just to dump on Hellion. Honestly, that's a good thing. That is a good thing, but I did some tiny changes. I changed out the Piercing Coral from the Arbalist to the Medic's Full Plate, because now I'm definitely not going the damage way. I'm going more the support Arbalist way. The Flagellant is here with the Gauntlet of Absolution and the Crown of Thorns, so he can actually hit something, because he doesn't have any accuracy buffs on this team. The team is kind of just trying to chill for a bit, and now they're trying to go for my Abomination, actually, surprising. I do have 20 prots, so I could just... eat the repulse here. That's not the end of the world, but I will not get to go first. That's kind of a problem. Yeah, me not going first is kind of a problem here. I could have dropped the Reclaim there, but I'm going to drop the Reclaim soon. Oh, this is the problem with this team, right? After you... Oh, this is so weird. Yeah, this is the problem with the Sergi squad, is that you're not supposed to have these 3 characters together. You're really not. But I'm still going to transform just to apply the horror. Maybe Sergi there would have gone for the bile regardless and just enjoyed himself. Oh no, the crits received. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. My poor Abomination is gonna have a horrible time, but I'm just going to reclaim him here. If you shoot him, I will just heal him. I have a regen character and 2 healing characters, one of them a big one. So can you break through my Abomination? No, I don't think so. You can crit him all you want. You're not going to break through my defenses. At least none of I have something to say about it. I heal for 12, which is a fair bit. And now, since they went for the Expose, they can't... Well, they can still Vendetta, but they won't be in the position to to Duelist Advance again, unless the Shieldbreaker kind of just moves forward again. Yeah, I guess that can happen. Can you stop with the crits? Oh, I'm gonna get dazed from that. Oh, that sucks so much. I'm actually gonna get dazed, meaning that I can't de-transform on my own. Oh, but that's actually really good. What, Chef? Why is it good and bad and good and bad? Well, the reason it's actually good is because now I can transform again on round 2, get both transformations off. This is something that happens only in like 1 every 25 matches with you playing Stress Abomination. It is very rare that you just transform him. He de-transforms by going Afflicted, and then you transform immediately after. That's what I'm going to be trying to do. I wonder if it's going to work. It probably will. But, you know, I just have to try it. I could have flared there to get rid of the 2 crit debuffs, but I'd honestly rather just heal. I don't think you do 17 damage with a Wicked Slice against 20 prot. I just don't think that's the case. Sniper Shot shouldn't be... Oh man, why does Yarbles have a base damage mod of plus 25% on her Sniper Shot? Why? It's literally plus 25% on this stupid ass ability with a 110 accuracy base. It's just, it's so broken. Arbalist is so broken. Arbalist abusers, am I right? Yeah, those silly Arbalist abusers. I totally don't use Arbalist like every video. Yeah, we're gonna do a Vendetta here, surprisingly. That means like I get to just chill. I mean, I had regen anyway, so I was just gonna chill regardless. I could just not transform here, but I am gonna transform. What can I do? I went selfish, so that's honestly terrible. But yeah, I'm just gonna miss. It's just... Ow! I hurt my hand! But yeah, I'm not going to... I kind of slammed my fist a little bit into the table. Instead, I used like the back side of the fist, so it hurt a teeny tiny bit. But I'm fine, okay, I'm fine. I'm going to click here and die to an expose, right? Most likely. That doesn't sound too good, Shep. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. I will die to an expose, for sure, guaranteed. Unless it doesn't do 4 damage, but I highly doubt that. So I could just try to heal myself here to stay alive. I've done nothing to their team! What is this? Or have I missed everything? Have I just been healing the entire time? Is it time to go on the offense, or is it time to save myself? Whoa, it's time to save myself. That's a big heal, actually. That is a huge heal. That is a big lifesaver. That means my Abomination is going to survive for a while longer, and that's just what I want. Yeah, that is just what I want. He's taken so much stress in just 3 rounds because of all the random crits. Not random, they were exposed, manufactured, but I mean, still kind of crazy how my opponent got so many crits. I wonder if they're still gonna try to get me the stress way. I do have plus stress taken. I don't have heart attack recovery or anything of the like, so I don't really have that super anti-stress that I could have. They're still gonna go for it, I see. Oh, yeah, I have Redeem up soon, actually. That's really good. I could just Holy Lance in this situation. Yeah, this is such a weird spot to be in. I don't really know how to pressure with this team. It feels odd. It feels very odd. I'm just going to Holy Lance the Grave Robber, I guess. If I can Holy Lance and punish her, she will go down to 0, and I guess that's a lot of pressure for me. Potentially a lot of pressure for me. I wonder if they're going to shoot him. No, they're just going to bowl it. They try and knock me back. They try to put the Shieldbreaker back in position. What? Oh my god, okay. Oh, I can't even Zealous anymore. Jesus. I have Redeem up though, so I guess I could try and use it. Ouch. Well, okay. I mean, not ouch. Just whiff, as you do. You're gonna go for the Wicked Slice. The crit for just enough. 24. They've been getting the perfect number on those freaking crits, man. Oh my god. Okay. 76 hit chance. Please get to bleed. Okay, there we go. That's good. And now I still have these 3 totally balanced characters, and I have 2 transformations off, but with all the crits they're getting, they're actually healing a lot of stress. How is she at the 19 stress? How is that possible? My goodness. Yeah, okay. I can still do it though. I mean, look at this. Plus stress taken, plus... Okay, these two cancel each other out, but plus stress taken. I should be fine here. They're going to hit me. I'm just going to heal and get rid of the bleed. That's going to be my plan here. I don't want to just... Ooh, nice. I don't want to just exsanguinate and whiff. I don't think that's a particularly wise decision. Why don't you just bring men-at-arms on this team? That's really my question, Sergi. Why don't you just ditch the Crusader, bring men-at-arms? This entire time I could have been spamming Bellows instead of going for random 4 heals with my Crusaders. It would have been so much better. Also, thank you for that. I will appreciate the zealous. But I just look at the difference. This ability compared to Bellow, with like an Eerie Eye and the Pit Fighter's Helm here, I would be making all these characters pretty much be unable to deal with like the 26 HP heal that I did, and I would be doing a crazy amount of stress to them. Bellow is just the perfect stress ability. But I guess I don't have it. I just bring Abominations. No, Abomination you definitely do bring. But you just bring Crusader instead, and you get super susceptible to Disruption. You just have to Holy Lance and probably whiff, but even if you don't whiff, you do 10 damage, which you just... Who cares, right? Who cares about 10 damage being dealt? Literally no one. Oh, why was the Grave Robber at 27 HP again? There was a crit heal, wasn't there? Yeah, there was. There was, Shep, there was a crit heal, unfortunately, but this is the turning point. I believe in it. Now I can start spamming my Zealous now that the Abomination is gone, and I can hopefully start winning here. Hopefully, I will get an Affliction soon, maybe even 2 if I get lucky, and these Afflictions should turn the tide towards me. That's still going to hurt because I don't have Bellows to reduce damage, so even though I have 55 prot, Pierce just doesn't care. But I will just punish the Higher Man here, most likely. It's not going to be an Affliction, sadly, but the bleed is good. Bleed is good. It's actually quite greedy of me to do that, because I'm at 20 HP here and bleeding, so I'm a really big target for this Higher Man right now to just go Wicked Slice into and try to kill me, but looks like he's not going to go for anything crazy the likes. I'm sorry. But yeah, you can't really do that because I still have a heal with the Arbalest, so my Arbalest just does this and just chills, I guess. Yeah, she just chills in position 4, just spamming that Battlefield Bandage with her Medic's Full Plate Exotic Snuff. This is just such a rat, Arbalest, honestly. You just heal and flare, and that's all you do the entire game. One time out of 100 you're gonna Sniper Shot to just potentially get a death blow. You're not gonna use Suppressing Fire because why would you use Suppressing Fire? If you don't even have Drain of Sorrows, why would you use Suppressing Fire? There's really no reason to do it. Is there a reason to do this, though? Yeah, there is. What? I hit the Shield Breaker, but not the Higher Man. I see how it is. She goes Hopeless, which is reasonably good for me. Reasonably good. Hopeless can do a lot of silly things, and it also is -5 dodge, so I guess I have to thank myself for it. They're gonna go Panic Darts, that's gonna be an Affliction. Give me Abusive, my beloved. No, I go Selfish. That's still -5 accuracy. That's really not that good. At least he's not gonna say no to the heals, right? That's the advantage I got. When will I have Redeem? Soon, right? Clueless. If I punish here, I have a decent chance of bleeding myself and then having Redeem. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. No! I bleed resist! God damn it. That was risky of me to do. I probably shouldn't have done that. That was quite risky. Please hit my Flagellant. I want to use Redeem. Please. Please hit my Flagellant. I need to use it. I will get us all killed, she says. She's gonna go for the Pierce. Please don't do 11 damage. Oh, why is Hopeless only minus damage on going first? And why do you keep getting the crits? It's so annoying. 11. I have 55 prot and you're selfish. There's no world where Wicked Slice does enough damage. There's no world where Arbalest does enough damage. What? 10! She still hits me for 10! My god, this is so annoying. Wicked Slice does 8. Without a crit, by the way. God freaking damn it. I have a few choices here. Selfish can pass, yeah. Stupid ass selfish. I'm going to heal here. 11. Okay, they can kind of just ignore my Crusader now and wait for him to blight down to 0. But I kind of doubt they're gonna do that. I kind of doubt it. Because I will just try to reclaim... they're gonna panic darts again. It's not gonna be enough, is it? 9 plus 6, 15. It's not enough. I will be able to just heal myself. But then there's gonna be exposed. Oh, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. It's fine though, it's fine, trust. I'm going to bring the shield breaker down to 0 and whoa, the crit. This is gonna be a close one. Oh, it's not though. I'm not gonna be able to redeem in time. I still don't get to bleed. It doesn't matter though. I'm bleeding down to 14 next round. I could have redeemed here and just chilled, but okay, another crit heal from the Arbalest right on cue to remove all my progress. I see how it is. If I heal here, she might not do enough damage. Oh, but he's selfish, so... it's... Oh, that's a terrible move, Shep. Don't do it. You might crit heal yourself. You never know. Come on. I heal for 4. Please, I need an act out from these bozos. How is she only at 50 stress? What's up with all the crits? Yeah. But I should be fine here. She goes for the exposed first. That's greedy. It's a freaking crit again. So I'm god. Please, why does this happen? Why all the freaking crits? Oh my god. Oh. Okay, a little bit of stress. I'll take it, I guess. He does more stress because of the Grim Bandana to his allies, by the way, even though he's not using Grape Shot Blast in this team. Yeah, that's a funny one. Wicked Slice. It only does 9, surprisingly. I could risk it a little bit here. Oh, this sucks so much. I no longer have a stress team. This is just a team. Yeah, it's just what I have. I just have a team. I'm gonna go for the punish. I just don't do enough stress with this team. It feels so unfortunate to be playing this and not Chef Stress number 5, which is just this, except you... Puncture does 5. Which is just this, except you have a Man-at-Arms instead of the Crusader, and it just feels so good to play with. But yeah, I'm playing this instead. 10, that's the mid-roll. It does cure the bleed though, so there's no plus damage taken from the Crown of Thorns, but you already know there's going to be a Wicked Slice here, which is of course going to do enough damage because my 30 prot is not enough. Even though 30 prot and selfish, it's not going to be enough. I got a mid-roll heal from my Medic's Full Plate. Where are my crit 20s and 24s when I need them? They're in my matches against Silac, that's where they are. Goes for the crit with the lunge. It does enough damage, of course. And now there's going to be a heal. I just can't do anything. Where's my bellows? Bellows would imagine. Oh, my little cap thingy again. I lost it. But yeah, just imagine I had bellow here. 8 bellows! 8 bellows this match! Can you imagine what would have happened with 8 freaking bellows? This match would have been amazing. 8 bellows is... Let's count... Okay, I'm not even gonna count 13 stress for each of these characters. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna count 12. That's 80 stress on each of them. I'm gonna disregard the other 2 points from the bellow because, I mean, there's gonna be a dodge or 2, right? Even with Eerie Eye. But can you imagine the sheer insanity that would be? Honestly, I can't win this anymore. The Arbalest just heals too much. There's nothing I can do about it. These afflictions are not bad enough. They're not passing. They're just... Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the corpse soon. Bolas doesn't do stress. It is, unfortunately, WD losing. Right? Would have Hellion done better? No, she wouldn't. She would not have done better. The Flagellum tried saving this match, but unfortunately the Crusader just feels really bad to use in this team. Yeah, it feels really bad to use. Though the person that was actually running the real Hellion WD, the person that was actually playing it, had something completely different. Instead of putting the Hellion in this position, they were putting the Hellion here, and they were going Pain Train Hellion with I think Executioner's Halberd and Savage Gauntlets, I think they were doing this, they were just getting like a lot of crits with Breakthrough, but then they were dating themselves and just having a terrible time anyway, so I didn't feel like this would be better. So I didn't try it. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers!